Black Panther 2. Again, a movie that is going into production in under 6 months, or rather, cameras will be rolling in under 6 months, but Kevin Feige very publicly announced they will not be recasting the role of T'Challa in the film. I've been very vocal in saying I think this is a mistake, to which people both on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube have torn me apart for. People think I'm being blasphemous when I say that not recasting the role of T'Challa is a mistake. I think it's a bad idea. That's fine. Like, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Just don't make it personal, you guys. Don't tear me a new one just because I have a differing opinion. This is all subjective. Some people think that, and very passionately so, that yes, it's blasphemous, but it's also disrespectful. They believe that it's disrespectful to the memory of Chadwick Boseman. They feel that that recasting would be disrespectful to the MCU and the franchise and Stan Lee and everything else that these people have come together to create. I disagree. I am of the opinion that the actor is there to serve the story. The story is not there to serve the actor, right? The actor is a vehicle. And we've seen this time and time again, where not just, yes, there have been examples in the MCU, smaller examples, maybe not as high profile examples as this. Maybe the highest profile was, what's his name? Incredible Hulk. Mark Ruffalo was recast, he was recast as the Incredible Hulk from Edward Norton. So that was the previous most high-profile case, and now they're saying they're not going to do it with Chadwick Boseman's version of Black Panther. I understand that. I understand that decision, and it's you're caught between a rock and a hard spot, right? What do you do? I've always felt that after an appropriate amount of time, like after the grieving process in the morning, and not just for the families and the people who know Chadwick Boseman, or I knew Chadwick, whatever, but for the fans, there's the collective consciousness that we all kind of fall under in terms of when is it time to move on, right? Chadwick Boseman is a brilliant actor. He's so good. He's passionate. He gets us to believe in things that we previously either A, never knew existed, or B, championed for his cause. And that was one of the best things that he did with the Black Panther character, T'Challa. The character of T'Challa is bigger than most actors. And I believe that recasting the role, A, obviously helps the narrative, because even if it is your intent to pass down the mantle of Black Panther from T'Challa to his younger sister Shuri, I am all for it. I am all for that. But to not have a human body portraying T'Challa doing that, if that's the direction you want to go, great. I'm all for it. But to not have like a human body doing that and going through the motions of passing this mantle down to another person seems a little disingenuous to me. To have an off-screen death, if they're going to handle this as saying like, T'Challa died. Well, when did he die? How did he die? Like, what was that story? Well, we can't really go into it, but now here's Shuri, and she's going to go off on this adventure. That seems disingenuous to have an off-screen death. If you're going to have another character say, why isn't T'Challa here? Well, he's off having another adventure. Again, that seems disingenuous. Because at some point, you're going to have to deal with the fact that T'Challa is not coming back. And why is he not coming back? Marvel, Kevin Feige, Marvel Studios, Disney, Ryan Coogler, They are all incredibly smart people, smart individuals. They know what they're going to do with this, in what direction they're going to take this story and this character, or rather the lack of this character. They know how they're going to handle this. I just don't see how, without recasting, it's going to be, how it's not going to be disingenuous to the character or the role. Jackson, you may not be familiar with all the inner workings of Black Panther and the stories and the characters and all that, but where do you stand on the recasting of Black Panther as T'Challa? I just don't understand. I don't see how they can do this in a non-disingenuous way.
Um, I think I had thoughts about it previously, which are a bit irrelevant now that they've confirmed stuff. But I always thought that if you had to recast him, the best person to get to do it would have been an unknown, because all of the more popular black actors working now are either already in the cinematic universe or they're in DC or whatever. There's nobody else left really. I kept thinking, oh, get Daniel Kaluuya to do it. No, he was in the first one. Mahershala Ali. No, he's Blade. I keep thinking about it. And it's but anyway, yeah, I remember spoilers for the end of Infinity War. He crumbles into ash. Spoilers again. He comes back. That's not really a spoiler because we're talking about him again now,
Right.
and how he's acting. But it's hard for me to say. I think it's probably best to wait until it comes out and see how they handle it, because I always think, oh, how are they going to handle that? And they always do a much better job of handling what I would have written in
Right.
place. So maybe they do a better job of handling it than what we're putting out. But
So you talk about casting another actor in the role, or maybe like a lesser known actor. There's a brilliant up and comer named Aldous Hodge. Here he is. This is my personal pick for who could possibly replace Chadwick Boseman. Matthew Wiles, again, longtime watcher of the show. He and I have an ongoing feud with each other where he thinks that it should go to John Boyega. John Boyega, while not a terrible actor, he is not at the same level as Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman is truly an Academy Award winning level actor. Um, Aldous Hodge, I believe, is of the same quality. He's a brilliant actor. He's got incredible charisma. And I feel like this is the kind of actor that really could genuinely portray Black Panther, or rather T'Challa, in a respectful way that is not going to detract from anything uh, that Chadwick Boseman brought to the role. Nor do I think that it would be disrespectful in that way. So I've been very vocal in saying that Aldous Hodge is my personal pick. I would love to see him in the role. Do you think that Aldous Hodge could um, take that over? I mean, one of the highest profile things of his career so far has been the Invisible Man. Um, he did a wonderful job in the Invisible Man. He's done a wonderful job in uh, multiple other projects he's been in. I don't know. Where do you think there?
I didn't want to bring up the John Boyega thing because I know that's a thing that you had and you're against it.
I am against it.
Have you seen the Catherine Bigelow film Detroit?
I have been wanting to. I just haven't gotten around to it.
He was pretty good in that. John Boyega was good in that one. Um, no, I don't know this actor. I don't. I'm not sure. I've seen him in anything, but I guess it doesn't really matter at the moment anyway because they're not going to recast.
Yeah, it's true.
So I guess it's just a case of seeing how they handle carrying it on. I was just saying about how T'Challa crumbles to ash at the end of Infinity War, and I remember just thinking, "Oh, he's not gone. How much money did Black Panther make? They'll be bringing him back to make another
It's
one."
true.
But, I mean, yeah, they brought him back, but they can't put him in another one now. But I didn't actually realize how good Chadwick Boseman was until. I mean, I knew he was good, but I didn't realize how good he was until after he died. And after he died, they put up the what was it called? The James Brown biopic.
Mm.
Uh,
Not a good
they put that
movie,
up on
but
Netflix.
a brilliant portrayal
No,
of the
yeah, I
character.
mean the film wasn't. I don't really like rock biopics anyway because they're all essentially just the same film. They all follow the same
True.
beats, and this
Yeah.
wasn't really an exception. But I was curious anyway, just because John Boyega just passed away, and it went up on Netflix in commemoration. So I gave it a watch, and I was really impressed with Chadwick Boseman's performance or his portrayal of James Brown. So he had some really good range. So it's so unfortunate that he's not going to be back for another one.
I agree.
Um,
I
I think
agree.
I've seen that range. It would have been really interesting to see what else he brought to brought to another film. But I think I'm just curious to see how they handle it. At the moment, I'm not saying, oh, I disagree with the decision because they've got some pretty good writers working on these things. And when I think, oh, how are they going to write that in? No, they can't do that. And then I'll see what they come up with and think, okay, they did an okay job with that. So maybe they'll do an all right job. Of I don't know though. I can't
Yeah.
really say.
I mean, but that's a great point, though. That's a great point. They do have a lot of incredibly talented people working for them. They can probably circumvent this problem. They probably know what they're going to do in a way that doesn't feel disingenuous. I personally don't see it, but the question is for you guys, what do you think of the announcement that they are not going to be recasting the role of T'Challa previously from Chadwick Boseman? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think that my thoughts or opinions have merit there? How do you think they're going to handle the situation? Jump, and please do it respectfully. Don't call me a neener poo-poo head. Words are hurtful. Sometimes they can be. Jump on down to the comment section below and let me know. Jump down to the comment section below and spill your brains. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like. If you really like this video, click subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click share. Because that is exactly what Scrooge McDuck would want you to do. DuckTales, woo!